Alright, welcome back to the Force Dude Challenge. We have just entered year 4, I believe. I already went and checked cows. We had a couple more babies. Made sure everybody had food. But we have nothing else going on, so yeah. So our challenge is to own the winery, distillery, the brewery, and have super awesome cows for steak. I did download the butcher shop mod, but it's not showing up. I don't know if I have to get rid of realistic livestock first or not to have it pop up. But I still haven't really decided if we want to do that or not. So yeah. So we got corn going, we got soybeans going, and we finally bought the house. We got everything cleaned up a little bit around here. So yeah, we're just gonna sleep until it's time to do some work. And we'll come back when there's an update. About to start our corn harvest. So put this field in. We bought the corn header and the 6-meter one. We had this one field, so it's not like a huge deal. At some point we might have to take it along and update combine with something a little bit bigger. Or maybe we don't. Maybe just the 2 of these. It's not like things are super good right now. So what is that? Something's happening. We will get our we went and bought this little guy, little overriding. So we keep this guy set up on first plate with a corn, keep our semi-truck off the fields. Let's go back over here. So, combine should be able to dump it here 3 times. This should be able to dump into our semi twice before we need to move it. I don't know if we should start with the, what's it called? Start getting our stuff ready for the, what's it called? For the whiskey, for the distillery. I definitely want to start getting our productions going. This guy right over here. This should work out alright. Yeah, we want to get our productions going. We're behind the power curve big time. But, oops, we're going to drop power curve. But yeah, so get that going. Protect our animals, give them food. We will grab our alfalfa, we get that in there, we'll make some more silage. And we did purchase this little guy, this little shed, to hold all of our hay. I think it holds like 250, it was just a little guy. Kind of stuck right there. So we got that mess cleaned up. And yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. I know we could use, I wonder if it's worth selling the corn. We got wool to sell in April. I mean, there's no reason to save our corn unless we're going to get a big price jump sometime. Dry corn. I don't know what the difference is between all these. Crack corn. We could do January 1900 almost. Let's see. Corn. Yeah, so 600. So it's not selling for anything right now. So we'll probably save it. Maybe we'll get lucky and we could buy the distillery pretty soon. Oh, we still need barley for that too. And we need the other type of. And we gotta like. We need the other kind of corn out of there, the dried corn. Let's check real quick. Yeah, dry corn, barley, and water. So we're still a little ways off before actually able to hit production on those, but I think we can keep everything moving. And that way, start getting stuff done. We can turn it on. Alright, well, so that's going down. Oh man, he is not getting very much corn off this at all. That is not good. So that's how we're at. Some white corn, some other corn. We start cooking goods to barley, which we could do. I don't even know when. So barley. We could actually make this field barley after this one, so we might do that. And then we got our soybeans, and they get pulled off in February. So March we could plant. I don't want to plant peas again. The peas gave us a lot of money. Maybe do one more year of peas just to get the money, and then we switch everything to barley. So like maybe we flip this to barley, this field, this barley, dry the corn, get that ready, and then we will do peas one more time, and then after those peas we'll flip those to something else. So that way maybe we can buy the production by then. Still in the fields, in the grass, in the cows, we're good. We are good. So yeah, we'll come back to an update. Alright, so we got 35,000 liters of corn, which is kind of a bummer. So we're just going to stick it all in here, since we need to get a whole bunch of cracked corn. Or dried corn, my bad. So we do this, we will end up buying propane tank just to fill up propane and bring it here, and then we'll get that going, and we'll shut it down once we get the corn done. And then we're working on herbicide and fertilizing all of our soybeans. And then I went and bought a windrow, just a little one, the like $20,000 one, and it has started on this field, so hopefully it makes it a little bit easier to do the bales, the straw bales, and that way we can bale it up quickly instead of going through all those little things and just driving back and forth twice as much. So that's kind of where we're at. I don't know how much propane we actually need. So it says 50 propane for 500 corn. I can do math. I don't want to do math. So we'll probably just see if there's like a little tank. And then we'll just drive it down. So that's kind of where we're at. So when we get another update, I will let you know. Alright, so oopsie-daisy. I'm totally dropping stuff. So we bought another little gator. Cheap as we could, put a little weight on the front, and we bought the little tank for it. So this is going to be what we're going to run with propane for now. Propane is like $1,000 for 1,000 liters or something. I just didn't want to get a huge trailer to load up propane on it, so I don't have a ton of money. So I figured this will get us started, and at least we can just run back and forth if we need to. Propane. So we'll see how far this gets us. I don't know if it'll get us all the way through our corn to get it dried, or if it'll just get us part way, but I mean, things cruising. Works pretty good. fill up propane, go grab the fertilizer, start fertilizing those fields, and then he's still finishing up the herbicide for weeds. So that's kind of where we're at. And blast with the air, but it is what it is. It ain't raining yet. Yeah, check it out. We got our gaugers running fertilizer on the other fields over there that need it. But I think we are going to try to sell a bunch of cows. Any that are not pregnant and that are over, I don't know, maybe $2,000 or $3,000, and any bulls that are older that are also worth quite a bit of money. I think I want some money. We need some money, so let's see what we can do. So this one's expecting, we won't do it. This one's lactating, but it's over 2,000, so I don't really care. So let's grab that one. We got 2 bulls. He's 5 months, he's older. Let's just grab this fella. We got 1 limousine over here that's still pretty young. Too young. This one's recovering. 35 months, let's ditch this one. Too young. This one's lactating, but we don't care. We got 2 water buffaloes, no suitable male. So let's move these to the trailer. No. Move to trailer. Move selected. Alright, so we got 4 animals there. And then let's go to the other one and see what we can find as well. We did move the wool out of there, so we can sell that in April. Let's see what we have in here. I think we're going to try to do the same system. I'm not super worried about milk. So we don't want this one. Alright, so what's this one? So that one's expecting, so we won't get rid of it. That one's still too young. One's expecting. That one's expecting. That one's expecting. That one's expecting. This one is not. This one is not. That one is. That one is. That one is. Man. 35 months, recovering. 6,000. Probably a really good one, yeah. Sally is expecting 1 baby. She's 40 months. Let's just go. She's not the greatest, so let's just kick her out. We got a lot of bulls. Really good. He's not very good. He's worth a ton, so let's get rid of Tommy the bull. How many can we move to the trailer? We got 6 more. I don't really know how many we could put in the trailer. Right, now pregnant, we're 7. Let's take that one. Expecting. Not, oh, it is expecting. Those are all expecting. Recovering. Let's get this one. Expecting. We got 2 bulls. They're both very good. He's 27 months. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's check our Highland cattle. 12 months hasn't really done much for us. That's really good. That one's got expecting 2, expecting 1, expecting 1. This one's recovering, getting kind of old, so grab that one. 36 months, but is expecting. 37 months is not expecting. Let's get this one. Expecting. We won't worry about the water buffalo at the moment. Alright, so should have a pretty full trailer, I think. We could check it. Yeah. So let's take these up and sell them. I'll meet you up at the venue. Alright, we are pulling. Well, we're about to pull in. Oopsie daisy. Taking out more signs. Watch out, take out her. In the way, didn't hear the truck coming apparently. Alright, so let's sell these fellas and gals and see what we make. Alright, let's see. So we don't want to buy anything. We only got 7? Tommy the Bull's not even in here? What the heck? Oh, we could only tow 6 at a time. That is a big bummer. We got $20,000 though. That is very unfortunate. We can only do 6 at a time. Maybe we go look at some trailers and see what we can find, because 6 at a time is not going. That's a lot of driving back and forth. We got a semi truck now. Oh. But I don't know what these things cost. So this was working pretty good. I was shuttling a couple of months, like one trip. But I don't want to make. I mean, I guess we're not really gonna make too many trips, right? Like just gonna sell every couple of months maybe. So let's run in, see what we can find. And so we need animals. Alright, so this is the one we have. Yeah, only 6 cows at a time. This one, 60 G's, does 16. That's pretty good. This one only does 8. 6. This Wilson does 36. I like that. This one does 32. 32, I like that. 36, I like that. But that is very expensive. But this does chickens and everything. Oh, that is shiny though. I wonder what we can make it look like. So that's the chassis color. Everything we do is blue. What is this? Those little things. So I don't know if we're gonna buy this right now. I mean, it is $80,000, but we do know it holds a bunch. Does it not have chrome rims? Oh, there they are. That's chrome. That ain't chrome. So 80 or 67. I like this one as well. But yeah, so we'll creeper. So yeah, so we might do that. But we're gonna go grab some more sheep, some more cows to sell them. We know we're gonna do 6 now, so we'll make one more trip and go from there. Alright, so we are pulling in for round 2 of selling some cattle. And let's see here. Let's see what we get. We only tried to get 6. Let's sell the selected 30,000. So we made about 50,000. Selling 12 cows. That's not too bad. So I think we're not gonna buy a trailer yet, but our secondary cow barn down there, I think we're just gonna put females in there and have no bulls. That'll kind of be maybe where we
put the ones we're going to sell after they kind of recover from having babies and get their weight up a little bit, and maybe like some of the lower quality babies that happen. So that way we can kind of start weeding those out a little bit. So I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna shuffle some cows around when we finish up fertilizing and planting that field. At some point I'm gonna have to get a bigger planter, a bigger seeder. My bad. Just because it's taken forever with that little guy. Even though we can do two fields at once because we've got two of them. But yeah, so that's the plan. To the end of it. All right, so we pulled a bull out of here already. There's only one bull in here. Now we grabbed 6 of these cows. I think most of them are expecting, but I just was looking at their quality, and anything that didn't have like very good, extremely good, very like the lower quality ones are the ones I'm pulling over here. So after these all have their babies, we'll have to come back and make sure there's no bulls in here. And then we will just start feeding them a bunch of silage and stuff to get them up. And then once they hit maybe $4,000 or so, once maybe we get the peak price of them, we will sell them. That way we can maybe get some more money. I think most of them still had a bit of time left before they start going down in price, so that's good. So like this one's already 32 months, so maybe 36 months or so we start looking to sell them. Maybe we won't need a whole bunch of, like this one's 35, but she's expecting some babies, so maybe in a few months after some babies come, we will be able to sell some more cows. So yeah. We're just waiting on seeding and fertilizer still to finish off this month. So I think we will call this episode here, and we will come back with the next episode. Until then, keep on keeping on, and peace. Alright, welcome back to episode 12 of the Divorced Dude Challenge. I guess it's a challenge. Where we need the distillery, the winery, the brewery, and super awesome cattle ranch. So, we're in December. I don't think we have much to do. I just wanted to kind of come back and... Oh, we got soybeans ready to harvest. So we're going to harvest our soybeans, and then we are going to plant barley in most fields, and then we are going to plant grass or alfalfa or something in a couple fields, just because we're getting kind of low on some stuff, and I don't want to run out of silage for the cows. So we got to keep that in mind. I think next month we're going to buy the brewery. We're going to start with the brewery, just because it's just barley. Hopefully it'll help make us some money, and then that way we can start moving on up and get our productions going. Of course, I hit this side of the building, and that way it's kind of like a stepping stone. Then we'll have one of our 3 productions we need. Use that one to get the other 2 going. The winery, I think, is going to be tough because I think this is the field right here we're going to throw grapes in. That stuff's kind of expensive to get planted and get going. We still have our loan, so we still owe $273,000. We haven't made any additional payments on it lately. I did think about just taking out another huge loan to get some of the stuff we need. It would be nice to get a bigger planter. There's like one planter that does everything, that doesn't have fertilizer, which is kind of a bummer, but it's pretty big, good width. which would be nice. The more fields we get, we could use some more fields just for grass, just to keep everything moving along. So like this big grass field would be nice. That big field back there would be nice, but those two fields together are just over $1 million. Really have that kind of money right now. So I thought about taking more loan for that, but didn't seem like it would be worth it. Just chunk payments on stuff. So there is that. Let's check this real quick. One removed due to an accident. Oh well. So yeah. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna harvest that. We're gonna save the soybeans until the best time to sell them, which is man, I don't know. So much scrolling. So June, because we get way more money. So we're going to hold on to those. I do want to get better fertilizer instead of using our little John Deeres. They're taking forever. And it's kind of driving me bananas. And I looked at getting a slurry tank because we have a lot of slurry, but I don't think we would have enough slurry to actually do any fields. Like we might be able to get one field done. So we still need a larger fertilizer. So we're probably going to look into that. And then probably just a solid fertilizer, a little spreader. What else? Need a bigger seeder. Those little ones, they're working. Like we'll use them for this harvest, but it would be nice to get something larger. Tractor-wise, I don't think we need any other tractors. Our little tractors are doing pretty good. Luckily, we got that beast right there to do the heavy lifting on stuff. This one does really good for most of our things. And that little guy does good on pretty much everything. And we got sun-dried corn, so we got time to start planting corn and processing it before we get to the... Oh, I already passed what I needed. Before we get to the buying the distillery. So yeah, that's kind of what the plan is for this episode. Is we're just gonna harvest. We will check and move some cows probably. One was birthed in our secondary barn over there, but luckily it's a male and it's a baby, so it's not doing anything. So that's a positive. Might sell some more cows this month just so we can buy that. Well, we got time. Maybe we'll just wait a little bit till we buy it. That way there's no rush. Actually, so we're just gonna harvest up all these soybeans, and then it looks like it is leaving some straw, so we're gonna get that straw as well. Yeah, so that's going to be our plan for the day. So until we see you next time. So we'll come back for an update. Holy cow, I'm stubborn. I need more coffee. All right, so we're into that mulcher, so we almost got all the fields done. One more is being harvested still. We got one more. One's being mulched. We collected straw off a bunch of them. Apparently the mulcher missed a little corn right there. So what we did was we put down manure pit at that barn as get manure. Then we're gonna put a little one down right where our rocks are. So we bought a scoop and it's up at the store, but since we gotta drive up there, I figured we could see if there are some cows we could get rid of. And let's see, we want some expensive ones. This guy's recovering. So good though, so good. I think those are all pretty good. Got a lot of bulls though.
this guy. Let's see. This one's recovering. Sell her. That one's expecting still. That one's expecting. That one's expecting. This one's recovering, but it's $4,500. Might be worth it. Let's see. What do we got down here? That one's expecting. This one's recovering. 38 months old. Let's grab that one. Water buffalo. Expecting. So it's recovering. It's lactating though. Oh, we already checked that one. Maybe these are the only ones we'll be taking. Let's see. Let's move these to trailer. There's only 5. So we're going to move these up there. And then after that, we'll pick up our scoop, come down, we'll scoop up those rocks, finish those fields, and we'll call it a day. So I think that's where we'll call it on this episode. So until next time, just keep on keeping on, and we will see you then. Peace. Alright, welcome back to episode 14 of Divorce Due Challenge. Trying to get distillery, winery, and brewery. And then have a super awesome cow ranch. Probably get some more challenges. I feel like those are super doable. We did buy the distillery last month because we got the water distribution thing going. So I wanted to try to get that going before we get our barley harvested. So it's already got some water in it. So now we're going to cut across the field. We are just selling a bunch of stuff. We're going to sell soybean straw. We're selling everything we can because we need money. So that's kind of what I'm doing in January. February, probably not much going on. March, probably not much going on. Oh, March, I think we will be able to plant our other fields. They're being done right now. So they should be done by the end of this month. So that way they will be ready for planting in March or April. Let's check. Barley in April, actually. So yeah, so we're going to sell everything we can because hopefully we want to get a much larger cedar than the 2 little bags we have. But it's like $200,000. So we're just on a selling spree right now. So yeah, we'll check in probably when we get to planting. I just want to give you an update. I'm just driving back and forth in the snow. And luckily, I haven't crashed into the water yet. But it's still early. I still got like 5 or 6 or 7 more trips left. So there's a possibility I end up in the water and lose a load. But you know, it is what it is, and we just keep on keeping on. Alright, check with you in a little bit. We freaking sold some stuff. We sold the 2 cedars, sold a whole bunch of straw. Pretty much everything I could sell that we didn't need. We got that field right there we planted in grass. So now we are seeding all the rest of these in barley. So we got barley. And this one's in barley as well. We did buy the brewery a while ago. I think I already mentioned that. So it's up to a pretty good amount of water. And then we got rid of all our stone, so we put a manure pit over there. These cows are making manure. We've had a couple babies. We had a couple removed from accidents.
What is that? What the ball sticks? I don't freaking know. Yeah, so we're just, well, he's just doing it. I need to go check all the cows and stuff, but yeah, we're just plugging along, slowly working our way towards our goals. And I don't understand why this is two different colors. I mean, I had grass plants right there, and then I go back over with barley, so maybe that's why. But it says it's planting. Then we got to roll everything. This one's been rolled. These are all new rolled. They shouldn't have any weeds. We sold one of our little John Deere machines, so we sold a new one of these because it gave us the money we needed to buy that seeder as well. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Just taking it one step at a time. I need to see if the alfalfa's ready. We're running low on silage because last year at some point I sold a bunch of it. So we need to make some silage. So hopefully the alfalfa's about ready. And it is ready. So I guess I'm going to go do some alfalfa. So that's an update. I don't know if you guys want to see me mow alfalfa. I don't know if it's fun or not for you. Bought a scoop bucket. Yeah. So like this here. We got some manure in that one over there now, which is pretty cool because it's throwing a couple cows. We probably need to sell some. Actually, we had a bunch die. We probably don't need to sell them. And these are doing all right. And I want to get a a larger forage wagon, because using those little ones kind of annoying. But I don't know if it's worth it. I guess we could check the sale. Yeah, there's nothing in the sale. What the heck? Yeah, nothing's been coming up in the sale. I thought I saw the horse trailer come up on the screen in the middle of the winter time. But by the time I was able to, when I looked, it wasn't there, so I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's just my mind playing tricks on me or what. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and harvest this. And by harvest, I mean mow. And then just keep on. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I guess I could hire somebody, but I'm not going to just get this yourself. Yeah, so that's the plan, and I will bring you guys back when we have a better. All right, so we are busy. So we got all the fields planted; they're still being rolled. And we sold more cows, which doesn't help our cow population, but we needed some money, so I think I sold like 11 cows and then a couple sheep as well. We got a couple infertile cows, so we'll definitely be selling those probably in a few months once they get larger, because right now they ain't worth anything. But if they were worth something, that would be awesome. And then let's see what else. So we got the one seeder. We'll get a planter that matches it. Probably get a mulcher that matches it at some point. Love that DJ Modding did not have collisions on all these freaking telephone poles. So nice to be able to zip through them. Got our grass done. What else? I think that's all that's been going on lately. Apparently I can't back this up into the freaking spot. We got all the rocks sold. Yeah, I think that's the current update. It's been pretty chill going on. We got a bunch of water. So in our brewery, our water distribution has got it up to pretty good amount. So hopefully by the time we get the barley, we'll be able to boost that up quite a bit as well. So that way, hopefully, we don't have an issue where I gotta buy a tanker to take water. Yeah, I think that is it at the moment. So we'll come up probably when it's time to harvest our first barley on the other side of the house. Yeah, till then, see you then. It's time to sell our soybeans. We need to mow. Our grass is ready, but I really want a windrow, and I really want a larger forage wagon, but can't afford a windrow. Well, that's all I can afford. Or I can afford a forage wagon. Or we can sell soybeans and get both. Or we sell soybeans and buy another plot of land, which would be helpful. Oh snap! Stupid momentum. So I'm not quite sure what we do. Mowing faster would definitely save us some time in the big field. And we're getting more cows, so we're going to need more stuff anyway. More silage, maybe TMR at some point. But I think we're keeping up okay at the moment. So maybe we just deal with what we have and wait for a forage wagon to come on sale. And then just make a bunch of trips for now, which is a possibility. It's not like the worst thing. Or we, oops, the sign. What was I thinking? Or we try to buy another piece of land, and then we could always get another one of the harvesters. Jeez Louise, what is going on with my brakes? Barely touching. So we could get another harvester, and then at least that stuff will go faster. I'm not quite sure what the plan should be. So, I don't know. But I got like 3 trips to make the soybeans. I don't think you guys need to watch me back and forth. So we'll come back afterwards. Barley in the one field is not ready yet. I don't know when it will be ready. It's just chilling. So once that's ready, we'll be able to take it, drop it off at the brewery. And then that's step 1 of the plan will be in work. And then once we make $240,000 off of that, we will maybe buy the distillery. And then once we start making good money off that, we will start setting up the winery. And then once we get that going, our cows should be going good. Then we're just going to try to buy as much land as possible until we feel like we're done. Land and harvest, land and harvest. That's the goal. So, yeah. Alright, so I'll give you guys an update in a little bit. I'm just driving back and forth, selling some soybeans, and then gotta harvest the grass. Because we were low on silage because I never turned it back on. And just about McDonald's. And then, yeah. Alright, so we got our soybeans sold. We're up to 650,000. I'm kind of debating if we take another loan, we'll be at $2 million in debt. But we'll have like over $2 million bucks. And we could buy this field or this field. So if we get $2 million bucks, buy 35. We could buy these two, but then we'll be in debt again. I don't know if I want to go in debt. So I'm thinking we buy 17 right now. And then, actually, what are these cost up here? And this would be nice if this was corn, but then we need a home base up there. So, what if, so if we buy this, right, that's 418. Then, 418, trying to think, 418. We got our mower already. We could get this guy and pull 44. So 418, 518, 5 and some change. So then we'd be able to hold more stuff. It's only 44. This one's 49 though. That's a lot more money. And then if we get this, or we just keep our mowers up. We have that right now. We just get a bigger forage wagon, which might be the play because, well, this is grass we could pull. This is grass we could pull. This one we could flip to something else. Actually, we might just keep the same. We might not even buy a forage wagon. I mean, it's a lot of trips back and forth, but at least we'll have money still. So let's buy this. Okay, so now we have this for grass. This we will flip. We still have 239. We could buy this and extend those fields, but we use that as a staging point. We don't need wheat. 385, 295. So I think we'll just buy this for now. We'll hold on to our money until we need to get something else. So I think we're just gonna mow like normal. Get this little guy out. We'll just mow it, then we'll windrow it. And then one will bale, and one will just dump into the silo for silage since we need a bunch of silage. So it'll just take a little bit of extra time, but that's fine. I mean, we're not in no hurry. I think this will work out pretty good. We still got our little baler, $12,000 baler, which was great. So I think we do need to get something to make lime, because we got those stones. I sold them last time, and it gave us a little bit of money, but not much. But oh, this thing needs fixed. It looks like I'm going to get it fixed first. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get this fixed. I wonder if there's like a little workshop we could put down here somewhere. And then that way we wouldn't have to fix it. So I think I'm going to see if there's anything. Construction. We need a workshop. Weighing station, weighing station. We don't need a huge one. Oh, look at that. Right here, if we could fix our machine without the need for a paid mechanic. Well, maybe just put this right here. Just keep it outside for now. Boom. Let's see if it works. It's not looking like it's doing anything. Open vehicle options. Oh, look at that. Repair. Nice. So now we can repair on the farm and we don't have to drive super far, which is awesome. Don't actually have to drive anyway. Just drive right there. Boom. Fixed. Can't repaint, but we can always repaint when we have more money. Alright, so we're just going to get to doing our grass. It's going to take a minute for sure. Probably a bunch of minutes. So hopefully by then maybe the barley will be ready. So this barley field was planted in the winter. And it's still growing. Maybe I don't know how winter barley works. Oh well. We got some mowing to do. We got some grass to pick up. We got a lot of trips to make with that little guy. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to mowing, and then I'll see you guys in a bit. Let's back up here and grab this beast. Go get him mow on. All right. So, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we are windrowing this alfalfa. We fertilized everything. We bought a new fertilizer. See it right there? That's her. Boom. Inside there. Just chilling. Amazon. I think that's where we left off. I checked the cows and the sheep. We had a bunch of babies. A lot. Like, I don't know. Between all three of them, like 20 babies? No. Probably like 15. I don't remember the exact count. It was a lot of babies. So that's good. We fertilized all the fields. We got all the grass in. We did lease a forage wagon with more freaking space, so we didn't have to drive back and forth as much. It was probably like a third, 2/3 less. I don't know. We had 16,000, and the one that we're going to use for this, and we got one with like 50 at least. So that's what? That's a lot less trips. What else is going down on the farm? We got the fertilizer. I don't really know. Between when I was on earlier to do some farming and now, some Jack Daniel's has been drink. So I don't really remember. But yeah. So we haven't quite got to harvest the barley that we planted in the fall is still not ready. Like, I don't know when this field will be ready. Like, oh shit, it's ready today. It was not ready earlier in July when I first checked. So it must have taken a little bit of time to pop up. No, which is fine. So we'll get that harvested. And then we will take that to the brewery. And we will get some beer I'm making. So that's awesome. That'll be like step one towards our goals is making beer. And then after we make, I don't know how much you think, 240 G's, we will use that money to buy the next one. And we'll use that money to buy the next one. And then really all we got left is to figure out if we want a slaughterhouse and to take off the realistic livestock and just go back to vanilla and butcher a bunch of cows, or we just set like a gold number for how many cows we need before we call it good, and like what quality of cows, like 100 cows with all, like everything's extremely good minus 5, or you know what I mean, like some kind of set goal for our cattle ranch aspect of it to be awesome and done. Other than that, we're cooking. It's going kind of slow. I did notice that the other day, before the soybeans, I was like, dang, we made a lot of money on soybeans. I was messing around with the cattle, and I wanted to see if there was a difference between like easy and normal like cattle prices. So when I switched it, I forgot to switch it back, and that's kind of why we got so much for the soybeans. And I figured I'd just keep it because I ended up buying a trailer that glitched that made my gameplay like crap. I had a semi that made my gameplay play like crap. So we lost some money, like doing other things that just, I feel like some people would have just been like, oh, and just give their money back anyway. So I don't feel like it's a huge deal. But yeah, so it is back on normal now.
As soon as I noticed, I put it back. I was like, oh, that makes sense why our soybeans are so much. But hey, we got that field because of it. Actually, we got the money in the bank we have right now. Otherwise, we would have got that field anyway. So it wasn't too much more, but it was enough. But yeah, so we will come back when we get that harvested. But we'll actually come back when I'm driving that crop up to the beer. The beer. Oh man, the brewery. Don't drink and farm, fellas. Alright, well, this is done, so I gotta pick this up. I'm gonna get the harvester going, get that set up on horseplay until I am done making my runs with this guy. So, see you in a little bit. Our first deposit into the brewery, which we just passed, because I wasn't paying attention. So, we already got the water distributed to it. And now, we're going to throw some barley at it and make some beer. Which is pretty cool, because that's like the start of our first goal. Oh, you can see how much we weigh. Does it really matter? No. Oh, they didn't even show me the numbers. There they are. Huh. Alright, well, here we go. Let's drop off number 1. And that's all we got off the field. There's not going to be a drop off number 2. The field's done. But we did get a full load for it, so that is a good thing. Boom. Dropped off. Got water. I think we just need to activate it. Beer. Yeah. Activate. Look at that. Here we go. Alright, so we'll let that run. And then once we get $240,000 worth of beer, we will buy the next production we need, either the winery or the distillery. Let's see, how much beer will we actually need for that? Be kind of a good thing to know. So it sells for $3,000. We need 240,000. That's a lot of beer. That is a lot. Let's see. Oh, it's only like 80 cases, maybe? It's not too much beer. So yeah. Alright, well, we're going to end this episode here. We are about to start year... starting year 5? Or 4? I think you're... that's a good question. I should probably know this. Yeah, I think we're about to start year 5. 4? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll let you know. Anyway, until next time, take care. Peace.